today we are going to talk about one of my favorite bands of all time. Here are my top 5 favorite Pink Floyd songs. The best of the best, in my opinion. And you know what? We're going to dive right in. All right, number 5, Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2. Now, I want to explain why this is on my list. I mean, it's got a cool bass line. So we have that cool bass line. I gotta admit, it is super, super cool. I'm not a fan of the children singing in it. I've just never really been a fan of like children's choirs being in songs. It's a little weird, in my opinion. I love the sentiment of this song. I was homeschooled and I went to college for music education. And all my professors were like, really? You want to teach in public schools? I'm like, yeah, why not? What's wrong with it? They're like, you're not going to like it. I'm like, all right, I don't know what that means, but whatever. Yeah, I hated it. I absolutely hated it. And this song really spoke to me because I feel that individuality is suffering in public schools. Children are taught to conform to exactly what teachers want them to become. And from my out-of-the-box experience, I didn't think like that. I didn't know anybody else thought like that. So this song, to me, really, especially as an educator, pushed me to feel very convicted about this message. Education is important. I'm not negating that fact. Neither did Roger Waters. I even have a quote from him. Obviously, I care deeply about education. I just want to encourage anyone who marches to a different drum to push back against those who try to control their minds rather than retreat behind emotional walls. I feel strongly about individuality. I feel strongly about people discovering who they are in a very unique way, not because other people told them to be like that, but because something from very deep inside is like, this is who you were created to be. These are your idiosyncrasies. You know, sure, your parents have influence, but I don't like the idea of schools being primary influence. But there's my soapbox. Number 4 is Goodbye Blue Sky, also on the album The Wall. People believe that it's about growing up. You have all this hope. You're like leaving your innocence. You have moments where everything is open to you and everything is as promising as a blue sky. So it starts off. It has such a mix of ominous tones. It starts off so hopeful. And then it goes into this. It's a beautiful juxtaposition of a beautiful day and then followed by, you know, it being ruined. It's just like that distorted, eerie, something's wrong kind of sense. It's great. And it had a huge impact on me. But I love it. That was number 4. So now that leads us to number 3, Shine On You Crazy Diamond, parts 1 through 5. For this song, it's really the chords that get to me. The symphonic expression and exploration of sound through the parts, it's a journey and you really experience it from front to end. But these chords are just so beautiful. So we get this cool E flat chord. ascending bass line. Remember when you were young, shine like the sun. It's just a beautiful progression. Like once you finally get to the song, it's so worth it. It's just so worth it for that chord progression. It's just so beautiful. My number 2 pick is also from the same album, and it is Have a Cigar. There is this melodic part to it. This little musical idea just gets me. So it's like... It just, it's so good. So before I get to number 1, I want to throw out some honorable mentions. Money, because it's ridiculous. No, this is the sneakiest of blues riffs ever. And it's like masked by this sick bass line. Drum roll. My number 1 choice is This one is it for me. If you didn't know that song already, you should. It is Wish You Were Here, which loosely, from what I understand, is in reference to Syd Barrett. And they wish that he was there, in well health with them. This song is just, it's been with me for a while, And what I love about this song, first of all, like the little... That, it's so good. I can't even, especially not on an acoustic guitar with those bends. Aside from those little acrobatics, it's a simple song. It's just some like C chords. But every single sound is just saturated with emotion and feeling, and it just comes across so well for a simple, aside from that crazy solo. This is just basically a G major chord that we've got here that we start with. That's all you're doing. It's just a G major chord. It's just beautiful. It's beautiful and I love it. And that's why it is my number 1 pick. So I hope you enjoyed my selection. And I want to know what your selection was too. Would any of these make your top 5 list? So comment below what yours would be, because I'd love to hear it. And if you enjoyed this video, like the video, subscribe to the video, and I will see you next week. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye. How I wish you were here. around the same old fears. Wish you were here.